class. Today I'm going to be doing my speech over should there be a school dress code. So let's get into it. School dress code has been a controversial topic over many years. It is simply a topic where you're either for the dress code or against it. There are many different reasons for both sides of the argument. But today we are going to talk about why there should no longer be a dress code. Here are 3 reasons why there should no longer be a school dress code. Reason number 1, it targets female students. Reason number 2, it limits students' freedom of speech. And the last reason for no more dress code is students do not follow the dress codes anyways. However, there is another side to this argument, which helps teach students how to dress in a professional setting. Now that we have heard the different reasons to go against school dress code, let's get into the first topic. So I'm going to show you a picture real quick. Okay, so here's an example of what a school dress code would look like. So I'm going to explain the pictures. So it says no tank tops or spaghetti straps, no tube tops, no revealing necklines, no bare shoulders, and shirts must extend past pants. Skirts and shorts must be fingertip length. Leggings, jeggings, and yoga pants alone are not acceptable. No rips or tears in jeans above the knee. Garments may not be exposed under clothing. Pockets of pants must be worn on the buttocks. Low-riding pants of any kind are not acceptable. And any shirts with things like the Playboy Bunny or beer or Hooters is also not allowed. So nothing with derogatory terms or gang language or inappropriate words. So that is what the school dress code looks in a lot of schools, especially when I was in school. This is what our dress code was, and this is what we had to follow. So let's get back into it. When it comes to school dress code, there are certainly a double standard. Girls are treated much differently than boys. When it comes to dress coding boys, they usually just ask them to pull their pants up or wear their shirt inside out. However, when it comes to girls, they usually send them home or ask their parents to bring them clothes to change into. This then interrupts their learning time because instead of them being in class and learning, they're having to go home and change. According to the Huffington Post, this is what one mom had to say after she had to come and pick up her daughter for her inappropriate clothing. This is ridiculous. Woodford County High School and the principal have been enforcing a dress code where girls cannot even show their collarbones because it may distract their male classmates. So I'm going to show you a picture of what the girl was wearing to be sent home. So as you can see, the girl, all she was wearing was, she doesn't even have rips in her jeans. She was wearing a cover-up to cover up her, she has like a tank top on. And as you can see, there is literally nothing inappropriate about what she's wearing, but yet her principal decided otherwise and said that she needed to be sent home and changed. This further proves that females are looked at more differently than males are. One of the most common excuses for teachers to dress code girls is because it is distracting to the boys. However, we should be teaching boys that they should not be looking at girls in that kind of way just because of what they wear. According to Time, this is what a girl had to say about her dress code. Sophie Hastings makes the sophisticated argument that not being able to wear leggings because it's too distracting for the boys is giving us the impression we should be guilty for what guys do. It's time to put a stop to this double standard. So, I'm going to show you some of the fashion trends that most girls, when they go to the store, this is what they see, this is what they find in their section. So it's a lot of like short skirts above the knees, jeans with rips in them, crop tops, short dresses with V-necks. I know from just personal experience, every time I go to some store, all they ever really have is crop tops or ripped jeans. I mean, I'm pretty sure all my pants that I have rips in them because that's just a common thing that fashion people do. So I feel like you shouldn't be mad at what a girl wears because that's what her options are. This is what you find when you go to a store and shop. So the next reason is freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is something everyone should be able to express. Even kids in school should be allowed that right in school. However, according to schools, kids should not be allowed to express this amendment. Schools believe that if it does not fit their agenda, they don't like it, or for their own personal reasons, that a child should have to change and wear something else. For example, this is what ACLU covered about a girl who lives in Giles County. Richland High School graduate Rebecca Young, who was censored by her school system for wearing a shirt to support equality for lesbian and gay people. The Giles County school system has modified its discriminatory dress code and has banned pro-LGBT speech. Things like this can make it worse on kids like this. It makes them feel like they should have to be ashamed for what they believe in. And this is not what a dress code should do to kids like her. When it comes to dress codes, it's hard to enforce something that kids don't want to do. Middle schoolers and high schoolers love to be rebellious and not follow the rules. So when you put rules in place, this just makes them want to go out and do the opposite, breaking the school dress code, which the students put together. According to Education World, dress codes can be hard to create and even harder to enforce once they are placed, particularly in the upper grades. This is why we should go ahead and abolish this dress code, because students do not follow it in any way, so that's why they should go ahead and let go of the school dress code, or very least, revise it to what fits the newer fashion trend, like crop tops, jeans with holes, leggings, and facial hair for boys. However, there is a counter argument too as why we should still have a dress code. Many school boards and principals and teachers believe that having a school dress code will teach students how to dress professionally. It will teach them what they will be expected to wear for work or an interview to get the job that they want. As much as administration wants this to work and teach kids something, it does not work. Usually kids will still disobey the dress code, which will teach them nothing, or they will just somewhat adapt to the dress code by still wearing the clothes they want, but just under dress code. For example, wearing leggings under ripped jeans. They are still wearing the ripped jeans, you just can't see their skin. So even though this is a good reason to keep the dress code, it is simply not going to work, and it will not teach these kids to dress professionally. So I'm going to show you a statistic. Okay, so this statistic is, why don't you like your school dress code? They did this statistics on some high school students. So the first one is, it makes me feel uncomfortably hot or cold, and that's 51%. So that's a big reason why. It forces me to spend more money on clothes, which if they don't have clothes that fit the dress code, then they have to go out and buy clothes that fit the dress code, and maybe that's something that they don't wear on a daily basis and they don't only wear to school, so it's kind of a waste of money. So that's 33%. It limits my comfort and makes me less productive, so that's 29%. It limits my freedom to express myself, that's 22%, just like that girl where they made her not be able to wear that LGBT shirt. So, and then it targets my gender in unfair ways is 13%. So that's just a little statistic. In conclusion, schools should just go ahead and get rid of their school dress codes. Most of them are outdated, sexist, which does not help the students out. It just makes things worse. It can have a negative effect on the kid, which schools just do not understand. School dress codes are sexist, double standard, limit freedom of speech, and they simply don't follow the rules anyways. So it's time to ditch that old school dress code and let everyone dress the way that they want. So thank you for listening to my speech. Bye.